My beautiful friends. I have not been live in ages, but I wanted to come live today because I feel like I have a lot to say about this one topic, and if I write it, no one will read it because it'll be way too long. It'll be like Lord of the Rings long, maybe? Maybe not. Anyway, I want to talk about like what it means to be professional versus like putting on a show and like being yourself, not being yourself, loving yourself, all of these things. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I had this conversation today with multiple clients, and then I saw someone post about it. So I was like, this is obviously a sign that I should address this. So for those of you that do not know me, I am Brittany Budd. I'm the queen of content. My whole jam is helping female entrepreneurs of all different niches and industries. Come on. Kelly, you sent me stars? I can't accept stars. It's not a thing in Canada. But thank you. Maybe maybe they'll like build up or something. And someday I'll be able to have them. I don't know what it means. I don't even know what it means. Oh, right. My whole jam is helping people get rich with their content, really embracing who they are unapologetically, authentically being themselves, and getting paid for that brilliance and that personality and that weirdness and that fun. And so, which is perfect because this is exactly what we're talking about today. I was talking to a client today, and like I said, someone else posted about this, and like even myself, I feel like this year, like I have shown up all summer. Anytime I've taken a picture or been on a client call, I have no makeup on, which I probably should put makeup on because my nose, no matter how much sunscreen I put on, my nose gets burned every single day because I'm always outside. My hair, I did not dry my hair. This is air dried hair. I have not been in any way, shape, or form fancy. Like I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt, which usually I am in just like a graphic tee. But no hair, no makeup. We're just living life, doing our own thing and showing up and hoping that that's good enough. I had a client today talk to me about how years ago she went live in a group program that she was in. She was working in intensive care. It was very early in the morning. She hadn't, she was getting up at like 4:30 to go to work. She had her like cap and scrubs on, no makeup. She's in there. She's saving lives. She's taking care of people that are like inches away from meeting their maker. And so she went live in this paid program that she was in, and it was run by a man, and he private messaged her, which was not part of the container. And he was like, I really need you to go back and watch that video and tell me what you see. And of course, I'm immediately offended because I'm just like, how dare you? Like, who do you think you are, sir? How dare you say that to her? And she's like, but I did. And I felt like I saw someone that didn't love herself. But the key thing here is that it wasn't about the makeup or the hair done or being not in scrubs. It was about the fact that she could not love herself the way that she was. And I think in saying that, there are a lot of people out here showing up online and only showing curated, carefully selected pieces of themselves. And that's not to shame anyone. I don't think that you have to come out here and be like, here's every piece of dirty laundry that I have. Here's every nook and cranny of my life. Nothing's off limits here, world. Here's all the information that you'd ever need to know. Like, you don't have to do that, but I want to pose the question to you. Are you able to love yourself enough to show up as you are right here and now today? And so for her, when she said, I realized that I'm looking at someone that doesn't love herself very much, she still shows up with no makeup. She lives on a farm. She will show up out in the fields with the cows, like doing her thing, and people love it. She doesn't have her hair and makeup done. She's wearing whatever she's wearing to do her farm work. She's hanging out, she's talking, she's showing off her brilliance, and people are resonating with that. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the hair and makeup that made her love herself. It was the radical self-acceptance of who she is. And I thought, ooh, this is so, so powerful, because I too have had this happen to me. And it wasn't about my physical appearance, because I'm just like, if someone thinks that like I'm ugly if I don't have my hair and makeup done, and then they decide that they don't want to work with me because of that, that's weird. Like, my ability to do makeup really well, like my makeup skills have absolutely nothing to do with my skills as a business coach and consultant. But if those skills need to be met across the board in order for you to hire me, that's okay. You'll have to just wait until it's a special occasion when I do my hair and makeup. But for me, it was an internal thing that I had dealt with in my very early days of like getting into personal development and hiring coaches. And I actually have two stories. I hired very serious women. One of them was a lawyer turned business coach. The other one was in network marketing, but she also turned business coach. And like, I am kind of a jokey dork, and I just can't help that. I laugh at my own jokes. I sometimes make self-depreciating jokes. Is it a gift? I don't know. I will crack jokes in the most like inappropriate times, and not to like be a dick, but like when we were in the hospital losing both of our babies, I was cracking jokes with the doctors and the nurses. Is it a coping mechanism? Am I Chandler Bing? I don't know. But regardless, I like joking. I like cracking jokes. I like making people laugh. And I like laughing at my own jokes. And both of these ladies that I had hired, anytime I would crack a joke, they would just stare at me and wait for me to stop laughing at myself. And if I crack a joke and the other person doesn't laugh, like, obviously that's awkward. Why aren't you laughing? But secondly, it made me start thinking that I was not a professional person. Like, I was some moronic jester that was hopping around online trying to get people to take me seriously, but like cracking silly jokes and laughing at herself. And clearly I was not doing a good job at being a professional person that someone would take seriously and pay real dollars to get my help. And so because these ladies never laughed with me, I felt like I needed to change who I was. Like, the girl that laughs and jokes around has no place in business. I can laugh and joke with my friends. I can laugh and joke with my husband. People are not gonna take me seriously if I am laughing and joking. And so I went through this like, almost like an internal crisis, because I was like, I love laughing at myself. How do I not be me and be more somebody else? And I just think that those coaches that I had hired, the first people that I had hired, just probably weren't the right fit for me. And I've talked about this before. Like, one of them was running a cult, still is running a cult. Like, it's a whole thing. But it made me feel like me wasn't good enough. And they never said that, but they don't have to, right? When you start thinking I'm not good enough, usually someone's not saying that outright to you. I freaking hope no one's saying that outright to you. But that doesn't mean you're not projecting that onto yourself and feeling that. And I even remember when I was in finance, at the time, the dark gray, like silver fox hair color was very popular. And so I did it. I was like, yeah, silver fox me up. I had dark gray hair. And I remember like being told, hey, you gotta change your hair back to blonde because this is silly. Like, no one's gonna take you seriously. And I remember my dad calling me once while I had my current business and saying, you swear too much. You have to stop swearing so much. It's really unprofessional. People do not want to work with someone who swears like a sailor. And I was like, if someone doesn't want to work with me because I like to say a curse word here and there, then they're not the right person for me. And if I pretend like I don't joke with my clients and I pretend like I don't swear, then someone's going to hire me under false pretenses, and they're going to get on a call with me, and I'm going to drop an F-bomb or crack a joke, and they're going to be like, who is this person that I just hired? Because it's not who she shows up as online. This is a completely different person. And so I'm sharing all of these stories because the thing that we are missing often when it comes to the way we show up and the things that we say and how impactful we allow ourselves to be and how much we allow ourselves to maybe rock the boat or be controversial or command the spotlight to be on us and shout from the rooftops is correlated with our ability to love ourselves and accept ourselves and believe in ourselves as we are right here, right now, today. And so I'm hoping that if you're watching this, you can self-reflect a little bit and go, whoa, are there areas where I'm not allowing people to see me or hear me or like let people in and know who I am? And maybe it is physical and outward, but maybe it's inward. And so I want to encourage you to take that mask off a little bit today if you feel like maybe you've been wearing one, and let people see you for you and let them in. I promise you, you will get way more sales, way more people attracted to you because they can sense the authenticity and the realness and the rawness. Is rawness a word? Not sure. I'll have to look it up. But can you let it slip a little bit today? Can you make a post, go live, do a story, do something that shows us you right here, right now in this moment, what you're up to and what's going on, and saying those things really boldly and doing those things really boldly? Can I encourage you to do that? All right, my beautiful, beautiful friends, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you all soon. Toodles.